What's up, world? Another TYSK report is here. I don't want to waste your time, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Parallel Systems is building autonomous electric rail for short distance freight. The Los Angeles-based company is building battery-powered autonomous freight technology that works with existing freight cars and integrates with existing train control software. According to Seoul's pitch, Parallel System makes it less expensive for companies to use rail, not trucks, for short distance deliveries. Rail has been traditionally underutilized because trains are typically powered by large and expensive locomotives that pull hundreds of freight cars at a time over long distances. Parallel Systems developed a system that allows train cars to attach and detach autonomously. This means companies can use Parallel's tech for a variety of different delivery sizes, and humans don't have to manually connect and disconnect the cars, which is a dangerous process. Parallel's tech also allows freight cars to brake significantly quicker than existing trains. Parallel was recently approved by the Federal Railroad Administration to start piloting the tech in Georgia. This program will allow the company to test its tech-enabled trains along a 160-mile stretch between the Port of Savannah in Savannah, Georgia, and multiple distribution sites in the state. While getting companies to change their shipping and distribution strategies could be a large feat, demand for different solutions is there, according to Seoul. He added that they have had interest from across the globe, but plan to focus on the US and Australia for now. This news also comes as the US hangs in tariff limbo. If tariffs do end up going through, Bacalar predicts it could stir up more demand for companies like Parallel, as companies will likely be looking to cut costs in any way. Alright, so a lot of different factors are at play when it comes to these companies and wanting to implement this technology in a very efficient and strategic way. And as stated at the end of how these companies are going to be looking to cut costs in any way possible, they are most definitely going to be looking into autonomous technology like Parallel Systems, and this type of technology could not only help them when it comes to cutting costs, but also give them the opportunity to speed up the capacity at which they deliver freight for these companies. Also, it's a reminder that many companies are going to continue to look into technology and utilizing it due to its ability, as many companies say, to help them be more lean and efficient. I did talk about in a previous video how more of this autonomous technology is being implemented across the transportation industry. So not only when it comes to drones or fighter jets and cars, but also railroads. And because of that statement about tariffs, we could see this technology find its way being used a lot more for the years to come. Ryder unveils AI HQ platform betting on agents to transform enterprise work. Enterprise AI company Ryder unveiled a new platform recently that it claims will help businesses finally bridge the gap between AI's theoretical potential and real-world results. The AI HQ product represents a significant shift towards autonomous AI systems that can execute complex workflows across organizations. AI HQ consists of three main components: a development environment called Agent Builder, where IT and business teams collaboratively create agents; Ryder Home, which provides access to over 100 pre-built agents for specific industries and functions; and observability tools for monitoring and governing agent behavior at scale. During a product demonstration, showed a marketing workflow where an agent could analyze a strategy brief, create a project in Adobe Workfront, generate content, find or create supporting images, and prepare the material for legal review. The Agent Builder and observability tools are currently in beta, with general availability expected later this spring, while the Ryder Home and library of ready-to-use agents are available to all customers starting last week. So instead of the general purposes that many of these agents provide, these enterprises are looking to put these agents right to work, so that way they can take on many of the different tasks that's going to give them the outcomes that they're looking for, which could contribute towards a return on investment that they are seeking when it comes to utilizing this type of technology. And I did talk about this before of how many of these companies are going to be looking towards using AI agents. So a platform like this that Ryder is providing, I believe more companies are going to hop on, or if they don't want to work with Ryder, they're going to be looking for an alternative option that is similar to a platform like this. DoorDash starts robot deliveries in LA and Chicago. DoorDash has started robot deliveries in Los Angeles and Chicago. This is thanks to a partnership with the company Coco Robotics. Eligible customers will be able to receive sidewalk deliveries sourced from over 600 participating merchants. Coco Robotics have been making deliveries deliveries for DoorDash in Helsinki since late last year through its international sub-brand Wolt. DoorDash says that Coco Robotics completed 100,000 deliveries during this initial pilot phase. This is part of DoorDash's larger push towards what it calls multimodal deliveries, which combines human workers, drones, and autonomous robots to meet increasing demand while lowering costs and emissions. To that end, the company has partnered with Wing to provide drone deliveries in the US and Australia. In addition, robots take humans out of the delivery process, which is bad for gig workers, but this method is better for the environment and Coco robots are free from emissions. So, that collaboration of having drones, delivery robots, and humans assist with deliveries is going to be a very interesting thing to look out for due to the fact of how things are going to play out. Now, one thing that was very interesting to me was the increasing demand for deliveries due to the fact of all the different changes that are happening around the world, specifically in the United States when it comes to people's finances and many people stating on the internet that they are cutting back. Also, I do wonder if those 600 participating merchants are providing an option where people can get a cheaper delivery with a delivery robot or a drone versus a human, and if they are, I am curious to know what type of impact that's going to have on those people who do deliveries on a consistent and daily basis. Samsung and Google Cloud plan to launch AI home robot this summer. Samsung and Google are partnering to bring generative AI capabilities to Samsung's home robot, Ballie. The robot, whose release was teased at CES in January, is expected to hit US shelves this summer. Pre-registration to purchase the rolling home robot is now open on Samsung's website. Pitched by Samsung as a home AI companion, the small-wheeled bot was initially designed to manage household tasks, including adjusting lighting, setting reminders, and managing user schedules. Now, with the integration of Google Gemini, Samsung said Ballie will be able to engage in natural conversational interactions with users and tailor its responses to meet users' requests in real time. By combining Gemini's multimodal capabilities with Samsung's language models, Ballie will be able to process a range of data types, including audio, voice, and visual data from its environment. With these features, Samsung said Ballie's purpose can expand beyond household tasks, with the robot offering advice on everything from style to health and well-being. The collaboration follows the successful integration of Gemini into Samsung's Galaxy S24 smartphones as the companies aim to bring generative AI features to a broader range of devices. According to Google Cloud CEO, with Gemini on Google Cloud, Samsung is demonstrating how to deploy generative AI at scale, integrating it directly into the heart of their popular products. One thing that stuck out to me from that was this right here, the robot offering advice on everything from style to health and well-being. I do believe that the younger population is going to jump on that right away due to them already talking to ChatGPT on the regular and having this little robot rolling around and being their little companion. Over time, it could definitely turn into a little assistant that could one day be integrated into their lives on a more consistent basis. Also, I think over time, many people are going to want to have devices like this, so it's not just going to be Samsung. Other companies are going to find a way to build some hardware and implement either Google's technology, OpenAI's technology, Anthropic's technology, or Meta's or others into those small hardware devices. And one day this could become the norm where many of the population is going to have something like a Ballie sitting in their home and assisting them with whatever they might need. Wave's self-driving tech is headed to Nissan vehicles. Nissan said it will use self-driving software developed by Wave to beef up its advanced driver assistance system starting in 2027, a landmark deal for the buzzy UK startup that has raised more than $1.3 billion from Nvidia, Microsoft, SoftBank Group, and Uber. Nissan will integrate Wave's software as well as its sensors, including LiDAR from an undisclosed supplier, into its ADAS system known as ProPilot. The Japanese automaker said the system will set a new standard for autonomous driving with advanced collision avoidance capability. In addition, the system being developed for mass production will be a level 2 system operating under driver supervision. Nissan didn't disclose which models the system would be available in. Level 2 means the system can automate multiple driving tasks such as steering and braking, but still requires a driver to maintain control at all times. Wave's self-learning approach is seen as particularly appealing to automakers because it's not reliant on specific sensors or HD maps. This means Wave's system can work with existing sensors like cameras and radar. The automated driving software captures data from those sensors, which directly informs the driving decisions of the system. Okay, so based on that information I just gave you, and then this news right here, this news right here, and then this news right here, at this point we have to say that these companies are definitely moving towards that robotaxi and autonomous realm, and I spoke about this at least 2 times. So at this being the third, I really do believe that this is coming to all vehicles, not just electric vehicles, but also traditional vehicles. Now, I also believe that many people are going to hop on this, but it's going to take some time, and that scenario would start off with people saying, I really don't want this, I'm not interested in it. But then it will move to, I'll take a look at it, let me see what it's all about. And as they're using it more and more, and they're finding that that driver assistance system is providing more positive outcomes than negative outcomes, is going to move people towards saying, all right, I think I'm liking this driver assistance system a lot more than I did before. And then over time, as they get more familiar with it, I think at that point, companies want to be farther ahead to where they're past level 2, and then they're at level 4, where the car can take over more and more than it previously did. That is when I believe people are going to prefer the assistance driving system to take over a lot more, and may soon look towards vehicles that can do all the driving on their behalf. IDEC adds safety wheel drive to Easy Wheel family to streamline AMR and AGV design. IDEC Corp recently expanded its Easy Wheel product family with new SWD safety wheel drive. The SWD is available in a light medium SWD 125 model or a heavy duty SWD 150 model, both with a load supporting cast iron frame. The Osaka, Japan-based company said increasing demand for automated guided vehicles, AGVs, and autonomous mobile robots, AMRs, has created a need for the SWD, which provides a streamlined way for designers to incorporate efficient, reliable, and safe motion control into their equipment and systems. The new drive features a robust shockproof housing rated IP66 to protect its internal electronics, ensuring adaptability for a wide range of applications. In addition, its modular architecture provides the freedom to scale as needed, reducing engineering time and simplifying the certification process, according to IDC. With the SWD, designers can focus their efforts on higher level control and human-machine interface requirements, the company also stated. For each model, 2 gear ratios are available, each with or without a parking brake. Payload ratings are, for SWD 125, it supports a 551.1 pound vertical load and targets applications up to a ton. For the SWD 150, it supports a 1,543.2 pound vertical load and targets applications above a ton. IDEC said the Easy Wheel product family across its SWD range can reduce development time while providing sophisticated and smooth powered motion. The company said it is suitable for mobile robots and other platforms used in a wide range of industries. As with all other products, IDEC offers free tech support for the SWD with no service or support contract required. Amazon resumes drone deliveries in Texas and Arizona. Almost 3 months after it halted drone deliveries in Texas and Arizona, Amazon drones are flying once again. Amazon paused its drone delivery service in those states in January after announcing it was temporarily putting a hold on drone operations to make software changes to its MK30 delivery drone. The MK30 drones were launched for commercial drone delivery last year when Amazon expanded drone delivery in Phoenix and offered a first look at its MK30 drones. While Amazon said it had never had a safety event with its drone delivery service, during that time it received valuable operational insights while delivering packages in different environments. Amazon used the past 2 months and a half to enhance its fleet and make improvements the company said are a normal part of the rigorous internal safety and engineering process. Those enhancements have been tested and approved by the FAA, and now the drones are flying once again. So Amazon is back in the game when it comes to drone delivery services, but specifically for commercial purposes. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen over time and if those enhancements and improvements are going to make those drones better and also if that is going to give Amazon an opportunity to expand to other cities here in the United States. So that's a wrap for the TYSK report. Continue to stay informed by liking the video, subscribing, checking out these two videos right here. Let me know what you think and stay tuned for the next TYSK report.